What up? One sec. Come on in, people. Come on in. Taco Tuesday. I'm back. See Dizzle. Come on in. Got a good stream lined up for y'all this evening. Come on in. How was the work day? We grinding, never stopping. Over here. So, should we buy rental properties in the hood? Excuse my hair, y'all. It's on its own time clock. My hair is on its own time clock. Should we buy rental properties, single family homes, duplexes, triplexes, quads, fours, multi-families in the hood? Well, I can speak from experience. It depends. Toast. Happy Tuesday night. As you come in, hit that like button, subscribe. Got a good one lined up. I'm gonna show y'all a real life example of a property I owned for, I wanna say 2 years. It was 2 years. It was 2 years. Duplex, bought it in the hood, Fort Pierce. If you know Fort Pierce, bought it in the hood. And I had to sell it. And I'm gonna break down what happened, but buying in a quote unquote hood, the hood, it could be beneficial. Now, there's a lot of contingencies with that, y'all. And we gonna get into it. Come on in, climb on in. Good evening, Prince. What's up, bro? How you been, man? Thanks for being a loyal supporter, man. Hit that like button for me, Prince. Thank you. Thank you. Come on in, climb on in, hit that like button, subscribe. So yeah, I had this duplex in Fort Pierce. Got a great deal on it. Let me show y'all a picture of it. Hey, got a great deal. We're gonna go through the numbers, the pros and cons. Seahawks or Patriots? You're lucky I'm in a good mood. I'm going with the Hawks, brother. Seahawks gonna win that. Climb on in, hit that like button. Thank you. Come on in. 30 people in the stream. Subscribe. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the love. It's Tuesday night, Taco Tuesday. Listen, it's starting to warm up. Finally. Starting to warm up, y'all. Wasn't too bad today. Toast. All right, let's get into it. So should you buy properties in the hood? Rental properties? We could even expand that to house flips. I say yeah. Shout out to the White and Brilliant. Boy, y'all don't miss nothing. Y'all read everything. Yeah, he talking about my sweater. So, buying investment properties in the hood, whether it's a rental or a flip, can be very beneficial. But just know when you buy in a D neighborhood, okay? D neighborhood. When you buy in a D neighborhood, there's a lot of cons, but there can be pros, okay? What are the cons? A lot of times it's not an appreciating market. So the property really don't appreciate a lot of times, not all the time. Hit that like button. Yeah, that was my next one, Kevin. Kevin hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of headache, tenant turnover, crackheads, crime. There's a lot of crime, y'all. Listen, I did a deal about 3 years ago. I did a deal, man, on this house. What's up, Mike? I did a deal on this house where it was a 4 unit. I didn't buy it. Initially, I wanted to buy this 4-unit because I'm like, damn, it's a 4-unit. I changed my mind. Yeah. From the time we went on the contract, from the time we closed, I changed my mind. Break-ins, prostitutes, crackheads, the police. I had to call the police like 20 times, literally. So you got a lot more headache with properties in the hood. Now, what are the pros? What are the pros? The pros are 93.5% of the time, when you buy in the hood, you're gonna get a bargain. You're gonna get a bargain, right? You're gonna get something. You're gonna get something off that price. You're gonna get something off that asking, you know. And in the hood, in the urban areas, a lot of times there's no stability far as inheritance. There's no will. There's no trust. So there's a lot of family members. Hit my like button, 25 y'all. Come on, man. Hit the like button. There's a lot of family members involved. And typically, you know, someone's just itching to sell. So you have a lot more advantages. You could get a better bargain in the hood. You get a better bargain in the hood. So let me show y'all this property out here, the Fort Pierce. I had to sell this one. So yeah, man, you're gonna deal with a lot of headache. You're gonna deal with a lot of headache, a lot of crackheads, like my brother Kevin said. You're gonna deal with it, man. Like I said, I had this 4-unit. Actually, I had a 4-unit and a 2-unit, like walking distance. I had 2 properties. I had a duplex and a 4-unit that I could have bought, and I changed my mind, bro, because both properties had the same issues. All right, so this is a deal we bought. We're gonna go through the numbers. Y'all see that? This was in Fort Pierce, okay? This little building right here, duplex. I held it for 2 years, okay? All right, now, there's a crazy story behind this property. This is in the hood, right? And check it, the first day we went to check out this property, this is the front unit, okay? That's unit A. All right, this right here, back here, this door was unit B. This is the laundry room. The first day I arrived to walk the property, when I talked with the seller and I set the appointment and I went to walk the property, the lady in the back unit, back here, you know what she told me? She said, hey man, they just killed this boy across the street at the gas station. The night before, somebody got killed at this gas station right there. Shot and killed. So I was like, okay, we in the hood. You could catch a straight. I said it's a crazy story, y'all. If you can qualify for Section 8. And listen, I was going to get to that. Kevin, you spoiling my stream, Kevin. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'm C Dizzle, real estate investor. Sorry, something got in my eye. Real estate investor here in South Florida. I've been investing almost 7 years. I've been in the real estate business 11 years, so I have a lot of experience. And this property right here, I got a lot of stories about it. So that was the first day. What's up, Nicole? The first day, the tenant tells me, hey, they shot someone across the street and killed them. And I'm like, okay, this is the hood. Avenue D. Yeah, y'all see the street right here? In Fort Pierce, if you know that area, St. Lucie County, Florida, Avenue D is notorious, okay? It was on the corner of Avenue D. So bam, let's go through the numbers. I'm visual. Show y'all how much I made. It was decent money. Okay, so I inherited 2 tenants. Okay, Okay, they were both on Section 8. Woohoo! And listen, it worked out for the first month. Well, probably 2 or 3 months. I can't really remember. But the lady in the back, she ended up leaving because she was like, I can't live here no more. She was like, it was too violent for her. So she left. But the first 2 months, I collected Section 8 from both tenants. Section 8 The front unit, they paid me. Fort Pierce Housing Authority paid me. I think they paid me for the front unit. I think they paid me like $900. She had to pay me like $250, something like that. Shalom. Subscribe. All right. So the front unit, I was getting $1,200. The lady in the back, I was getting $1,200 too. She had to pay like $80. So like literally 90% of the total rent, right? So here we go. Let's go through these numbers, folks. I'm visual. I'm visual. So I brought the property, y'all. I don't know what the hell this is. I bought the property for $190. Okay? And I'm gonna make the font bigger. Let's go through this quickly so y'all could know the whole story behind this property. We bought it for $190. Yes. $190, folks. That was the purchase price. 2-bedroom, 1 bath each side. Alrighty. Purchase price, y'all. Okay. Duplex. All right. 2 unit, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Okay. I was collecting a total rent of $2,500 a month. Okay. Not bad. Okay. My hard money loan, because I got hard money. My hard money loan was $1,600. Now, you see the difference. I was making $700 cash flow. Now, this changed because you know why? That lady left. Okay, this changed. $700 of monthly cash flow. All right, what? Not bad. You know, I had to put down $30,000. Okay, Mike, you're not impressed. All right, put down 30 grand. All right, so these are the rough numbers. Now, watch how real estate is gangster. This is why real estate is the #1 investment in the world. The lady in the back left. Guess what? I had to do my renewal with the city of Fort Pierce. I had to do my renewal with the housing authority. And just so happened, the guy who was my caseworker, I knew him personally. It was a small world. I knew him personally. He was like, hey, bro, you can request to raise the rent. So that's what I did. I raised the rent on the new person who came in the back unit, and I raised the rent on the person in the front. Whoop-de-doo, investing in the hood, right? So now, guess what? This went from, hit that like button, y'all, give me all that sauce. When I did my renewal with the housing authority, guess what? My total rent went from $2,500 to $2,700. Yeah. What? Now how much am I cash flowing? I'm sorry, this math is wrong, y'all. This is 900. I can't do my math. Okay, so this is the new monthly cash flow. Okay? This is my new monthly cash flow, $1,100. Not bad. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bye. So bam. Now, you're like, oh, Carlton, you was swimming in green. $1,100 a month. And listen, I made no repairs, y'all. That's another thing. This property was turnkey. It wasn't like splendid. Get out of here, bro. It wasn't splendid, you know what I mean? It wasn't like pristine. It was livable. Now, I did have to make some minor repairs when the lady moved out. I had to paint. I had to paint. I had to change the stove. That was it. That was it. We got haters in here, y'all. We got haters. Let me get rid of them. We got haters. So yeah, I put down $30,000 of my money. Okay. Then after about 3 months, I raised the rent. Once the lady in the back left, I did like $2,000 in repairs, and I was running $1,100. Damn, we got haters, boy. Whoo, we got some haters. Yeah, Nicole, not bad at all. Hit that like button, subscribe. Smart, I've got 50K sitting in my savings. You got to put to work, Jones. Yes, so a lot of people don't know, Nicole, great point. Section 8 goes up every year. You have to request it. It has to go up with inflation. And like I said, 90% of the total rent was paid by the government, by the county of Fort Pierce, Florida. Beautiful thing. Hit that like button. Get out of here, bro. Let them know, legend. They just mad. They just haters. So check it. Now, here's when the wheels came off. Here's when the wheels came off. So new girl came, right? New tenant shows up. She was on her good behavior for about 2 months. 2 months she was on good behavior. For about 2 months she was on good behavior. Right? On the third month, she started being late. She started paying late, y'all. She started paying late, and I'm just like, oh my God. So this $1,100, I really wasn't seeing that. I wasn't seeing that money, y'all. Because her rent, I used one of the rents to pay the majority of the loan. And then her rent was like the profit. Like 80% of her rent was profit. So I really wasn't seeing the profit. She was late like 2-3 weeks religiously. Every month she was late. No matter what, every month she had a new excuse. And she's on Section 8. By the way, she can get in big trouble and lose her voucher. She can lose her voucher. She can lose her voucher. So every month I was threatening her with eviction. And then finally, she did 1 year, she left. When she left, this is when shit started. Shit got worse. So let's go back here. Let me show y'all what happened. So y'all see this house right here. Let me show y'all. So this is my little rental, right? Yeah, Nicole, stuff started hitting the fan. So this is my house, right? That's my property. So you know what happened? The dude who owned this building, he owned this building right here too. Okay? He owned this building. And this was my building. Guess what happened? This house got turned into a trap house. Oh yeah, this unit right here, matter of fact, both units. It was a whorehouse and a trap house. Drug dealers, prostitutes. You see this little driveway? Oh my goodness. They were parking in my backyard, so you really can't see it. But back here, behind here, so let me show y'all from the front. So behind the building back here, this is my backyard. They started parking here, started hanging out, loitering. They were loitering on my property. They even went far as parking a damn trailer in the backyard and renting it. They had somebody living on my property, bro. It got bad. Let me show y'all something. I almost got in a shootout, y'all, with the drug lord. I almost got in a shootout with the drug lord, y'all. I got it on camera. Let's roll the tape. Hit that like button, subscribe. Do me a favor, subscribe. So yeah, that's the thing, brother. What'd you say? Cavity said why I didn't put a fence. Well, I got tired of the nonsense, bro. I got tired of it, bro. And I'm gonna show you what happened. This guy he was gonna put a gun on me. I was calling the police like once a week. What'd you say? Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for tuning in. So this guy, one day, I had to confront him like, hey, drug lord. Hey, Mr. Drug Lord, Mr. Dope Dealer, you can't park in my backyard. This is my backyard. What's going on? What's up, everybody? I had to tell him like, hey, bro, so here's what happened, y'all. This is the backyard. Uh-oh. What in the hell? I don't know why I did that. Hold on. Right there. I named it right there. You see, I got to start carrying a firearm. You hear him? That's the trailer.
These people had the audacity. This is my backyard. And it just parked in the booth.
See? Yeah, man. It got bad, bro. I've thought about keeping it and putting a fence. It wasn't worth it, bro. So here's what I did. I cut bait last year. I made cash flow for about a year and a half because the house sat vacant. So here's what I made, y'all. Let's go back. Here's what I made total on my investment. All right. So you gonna pull up again? So we sold it for $225. Oh snap! What in the hell? We sold it for $225, y'all. Okay. All right. Minus my loan. Okay. Minus 160. All right. Somebody do the math. What's 225 minus 160,000? That's what I made. Then I made like $10,000 in cash flow total. Yep, that's what I made right there, man. So it wasn't a bad investment. Like I said, I had to put up with a lot. Where's my calculator? That comes out to what does that come out to, y'all? 225 minus 160. 60,000. Well, I had closing costs and all that. So we might have profited about 50. Yeah, I had closing costs. I had fees. I had closing costs. So I made like $50,000. On top of, $10,000 a month. I'm sorry. $10,000 in total cash flow. So overall, I made 60 G's, folks. Wasn't bad. And that was 2 years. So my 30 turned into 60 over 2 years. That was that wasn't even a D neighborhood. That was an F. That was the F neighborhood, y'all. That was an F, like worst of the worst. So if you thinking about getting in real estate, I would say, get a mentor or coach like myself. I'm a mentor and a coach. I would say, if you don't have a lot of capital to get your feet wet, you might have to start out in the hood. To get your feet wet, you might have to start out in the hood. Like I said, you got pros and cons. The pros are you're going to get a bargain. You might get, more than likely, you're going to get Section 8 tenants. You get Section 8 tenants. That's guaranteed money monthly. Okay? You could get your foot in the door for a little or nothing. The cons. Tenant turnover. The property really didn't appreciate. It really didn't appreciate. Headaches. Drug dealers. Those are the cons. What do you say, Nicole? Have you ever thought about investing in Palm Bay? I am. Listen, I'm looking at Palm Bay. I'm looking at Melbourne. I'm looking at Rockledge and Titusville. I'm coming for those markets, Nicole. So yeah, man, y'all subscribe to me. I'm dropping more real estate sauce. I live in that area. Okay, you in a hot area. You in a hot area, Nicole. A lot of investors want to come up there. There's a lot of deals up there. People from Miami, Palm Beach, Broward, we coming to take that. We coming to take that market. Best believe it. Brevard County is ours. 321. Countdown County. Yeah, we coming for that market. So man, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting. I'm committing and I'm being self-conscious about posting more real estate content. I enjoy talking about real estate more than politics. Politics is too emotional. It's too polarizing. It's just, I love politics too, but bruh, some nights I'm not in the mood to argue with racist guys all night. I rather talk real estate. And I could talk real estate for hours. Hit that like button. Soul Glow. Let your soul glow. Nate, what up, dude? What it do, bruh? Shout out to DC, Chocolate City. What's up, Permis? So yeah, man, I'm being more self-conscious about the content I'm promoting and posting. You're gonna see way more real estate content from me. Yes, W's. And that property right there, man, it was a it was a good deal, but the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, so I got out of it. I sold it cash on the MLS, sold it for $220. And I could show y'all. That way y'all know I'm not capping. I'm gonna show y'all. See, I like receipts. All right. Okay, that's the property. You see it? That's the property. Okay. Okay, this is the property appraisal website. This is the buyer who I sold it to. Okay. If you go to sales, all right. So that's when I bought it. I bought it 2023. Y'all see that? 2023. Again, I put down 30,000. Okay, I had a loan for 160, and I sold it for 222 actually. GNC. That's, you know, hey, GNC show. That's us, baby. We sold it right there last year, August. Yep. So we made like 50, 60,000 out of 2 years. Wasn't a bad bet, but it was, listen, a lot of nights I was getting called from the police. The tenants were terrified, y'all. Every night the tenants was calling me. Oh, they did this, they did that. It's drug dealers. I got tired of that shit. I'm playing GTA. I noticed a lot of private companies buying up the real estate by me, like Innovation Homes. Yep. It's a lot of land. Yeah. Listen, Vero. So Vero, Indian River County, Brevard County. And the next 5 years, Nicole, it's not gonna look the same. You're gonna see a lot of construction and development, and you're gonna see a lot of gentrification, which is a good thing. But yeah, I got my eyeballs on Palm Bay and Vero. And I love Fort Pierce. Like this house right here. If I could buy properties in Fort Pierce is a lovely town. The city is not like, you know, they're not a-holes. It's a small town, and I like it. You know what I mean? Subscribe to C Dizzle. Share my videos. Thank y'all for subscribing. Send the gifts. Oh, we got another racist in here. These racist boys are everywhere. They can't stop the movement. These racist boys mad because they ain't got no properties. They mad. They don't listen. They don't like seeing this. These MAGA boys, they don't like it. They don't like seeing that. So, what I was gonna say? Tune in tomorrow, more real estate. Listen, this whole week, I said it Sunday. This whole week is gonna be nothing but real estate content. You don't want to miss out. Hit the notification bell. Share my videos. Help me grow. Share. Okay? Nothing but real estate. Like I said, I could talk real estate for hours. Y'all think I could talk politics? No. I could talk real estate for 8 hours straight. 8 hours, I ain't even capping. 8 hours straight, I'm on it. So yeah, man, get your hands on some property. You know, don't be concerned with race. No, brother. No, Big Hoff. I can't be delusional. These boys coming here calling me the N-word every night. Big Hoff. They are racist. How do you feel about buying new construction and renting it? It's a new strategy, Nicole. But you gotta have time, Nicole. Build to rent is a new strategy. You gotta have time. More importantly, you gotta have money. And I'm gonna tell you why. Think about it. Think about it, Nicole. You need about $100,000 liquid. $100,000 liquid to do a new construction project. And once the project's done, opposed to a house flip, I put $50,000 to $100,000 in a house flip. When the project done, I'm gonna get an ROI, a nice size ROI. Compared to a rental, I'm only gonna get a small ROI. So it's a long play. So you gotta have money. Your pockets gotta be fat. Bro, get out of here, bro. Don't come here talking MAGA on my real estate stream. Get out of here. We are not talking about MAGA, boy. Get out. See how they come in here? Y'all see that? He trying to force me to argue about politics and MAGA and racism. Sad. So yeah, man. This whole week gonna be nothing but real estate content. Share. Share on your Facebook. Share on your Twitter. Share on your Snapchat. Share with your friend, your cousin, your aunt. Share my videos. Send it to your coworker. We talking that good sauce, building wealth. Again, if you don't have a lot of capital, excuse me. Damn. If you don't have a lot of capital, you can start out in the hood. Uh-oh, sorry about that. Start in the hood, man. Get a bargain. Get a bargain. Like that property ain't really appreciate. That area, it's too bad of an area, man. You got shootings. You got a high crime. It's not gonna really appreciate. Point proven, doesn't want to engage in. Bro, get out of here, bro. Don't tell me what to talk about on my stream. Talking about I don't want to engage. Bitch, this ain't debate me, bros. This ain't no, I'm not Charlie Kirk. I don't have to debate you. This is my channel. I talk about what I want to talk about. Get out of here. What's wrong with y'all damn Republicans? Boy, y'all itching to just argue over dumb stuff. I'm talking about leveling up. Yeah, I'm about getting this money. You see that? F you. F you. I'm about getting money, bro. I don't want to talk racism and Trump. Go to another stream. Y'all see a damn black boy talking, y'all want to, let's go in here and debate him. No. So yeah, man, sorry about that, but it's just what I got to deal with on a night in and night out basis. Fucking racist ass people, bro. Then they call me the N-word and expect me not to get upset. Tragic. South Park Mexican, what to do, bro? Hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button for me, dog. How was auto mechanic work today, bro? Thank you for being a loyal follower and subscriber. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's warming up down here, man. That cold front was killer. That cold front was killer, y'all. Sunday and yesterday, 30 degrees. 30 degrees. No bueno. All right, y'all. So tomorrow I'm back. I don't know what I'm going to discuss tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. You like working in the cold? Bless your heart, bro. I'm a Florida boy. I'm a Florida boy to the bone. I'm tropical. South Park, I'm tropical. I can't do it. I can't do it, boss. Boss, I can't go no more, boss. Yeah, I live in Florida, man. You know? Here they come. Here they come. Boy, these racist boys, they be jealous. Yeah, I live in Florida, bro. I'm like 1 hour. I'm like an hour north of Miami. I'm like an hour away from Miami. You live in Houston? It was cold in Texas, bro. Texas, it was snowing. It was snowing up in Texas, bro. Like North Texas, woo, Dallas. Yeah, all the iguanas, listen, y'all, all the iguanas are frozen in Florida. All the iguanas, like, they can't take the cold. They freeze. Some of them die. Some of them just like die. You know, it's like they hibernate. Some of them die, but some of them, like, once they warm up, they like wake back up. It's crazy. Go look at it on TikTok. All the iguanas are frozen. Uh-huh. All right, y'all. We back tomorrow. More real estate content. Share, like. Thank y'all. I'm out.